Hey, what's up? So this is the after show. I do not have my voice all like that. I don't know how my voice just randomly disappeared, but this is the after show. So my video that I posted, it kind of was a little bit drawn out, but I felt like it was so much stuff to unpack. I wanted to get through everything, and it took me a little bit of time to do that. Like as I was watching it, I'm like, damn, I could have kind of breezed through this a little bit quicker. But basically, in a nutshell, I feel like Tasha K set me up. I feel like she purposely and intentionally seen that daytime tea time had came on my live. And then from daytime tea time coming on my live and from her feeling a way about me already, she went and then set me up to go against T.S. Madison. She set up the whole thing, like putting the battery in T.S. Madison back for T.S. Madison to come after me. Then I responded unbeknownst to me, knowing that, you know, this whole thing was orchestrated. She tried to set me up with her DL co-host, and it just was a whole mess. So I just felt some type of way about it. And, you know, I'm just here to do an after show. It's an echo in here. But I'm going to drop the StreamYard link for anybody who wants to talk about it. After today, we're never mentioning her ever again. I do feel like she is diabolical. I always knew that she was a liar. And I always knew that I can't, like, trust her, which I never did trust her. So I never did that. Like, I never trusted her. But, you know, you just never imagine how far somebody goes to, like, try to take you out type of thing. You know what I mean? Yes, I feel like he DL, and I don't care, and I don't appreciate him trying to play like he innocent. Like, oh, she tried to say that I was DL. You know damn well you DL. Talking about the only way I could be DL is if I dated a woman and I was lying to a woman. Well, motherfucker, you tried to lie to me, even though I know that that's not your truth. You tried to lie to me, and you know that you're fucking DL. Like, what the hell? So, this is the after show. And anybody can chime in if you want to. The link for you to chime in is in the chat. And we can talk about it, because after this, we ain't talking about it no more. This is going to be the end of us talking about it. I don't know how my voice just I swear, it's the spirit. Like, I don't even be believing in all kind of stuff all like that. But let me tell you, it is not right up over there. Something is just not right to make it be what it is at all. Thank you for the live, and you came with receipts. I don't understand why he don't own up to it. I don't either. Like, it's 2020. Like, we in 2020. I don't understand why you hiding behind that. Like, we know the tea. We know what's up. Like, why are you lying about it? And then people was like, well, you was leading him on. I was not leading him on. Like, leading him on would be like, that's how I realized, like, people, I want to see what receipts she got on your baby daddy. There's only thing that she can have is an old picture that I had posted up. My daughter's father and her did a photo shoot when my baby was like 2 years old, maybe 1 year old. And I had posted it on my personal Instagram like a long time ago. And when I first got into it with Angelo, he had posted my baby daddy, the pictures of my daughter's dad and her, and he had posted all of that stuff on his page. That's all she got. Like, that's all you have. Like, she don't know who or what or nothing else other than a photo. Right. Hey, y'all. Keep this live up. I'm just now getting to watch the last live. So glad you spoke up for yourself. We know you're not lying. Your BD fine, just asking. I mean, he get on my nerves, but he fine. He fine by, like, female definition. You know what I'm saying? Shadia?
Hey, Neek. I was the one who was behind the scenes telling you not to respond.
I know. A lot of people was telling me, like, don't respond. And I was like, you know what? I was contemplating it so much. Like, Don't respond, don't respond. But I'm so hard headed, like, and I just did not like the spit narratives that people was really just like running with, like, oh, she was entertaining Storm, she was trying to get with him, she was trying to date him. I'm like, where the fuck did I tell him to call me, to hit me up? Where did I give him my number? Where did I tell him I'm interested in him? Where did I tell him I like him? I'm like, I live an hour from LA. People come to LA all the time. They tell me I'm coming to LA. My natural response is, when you coming out here? You know, they're like, can we grab a bite to eat? I can show you guys literally like 100 DMs that show the same thing as the correspondence with Storm. Like,
Yeah, I get it. I just want to say that you, the way you respond, you respond with integrity. You respond like a woman should respond. You did it gracefully, and I just have so much respect for you, and I do call you a real G because you always keep it 100.
I mean,
um,
that's the only way I know how.
I know, and we do be fighting with people, sometimes 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when people be getting off the wall. But I think Tasha problem is like you have loyal subscribers. Like you disappeared for like 2 or 3 months and then you came back and your people were still here. You know what I mean? They was waiting for you. Like I think for Tasha, she feel like if she's not online or not relevant, that she will lose her power, or like she has to stay on topic, or she has to be present or whatever. And I just hope all gets revealed. And if Tasha going through something, I just wish that she gets help, and I'm praying for her. um and I did, when that interview did go down, I did feel the shade and I felt it. And I did understand that when they was making jokes about the sock situation, I'm like, y'all don't even understand. That girl is a G. She want to punch somebody. Dang, she ain't crying in that sock because she's soft. Ain't nothing soft about her. Cause me and her sometimes be online arguing with people. We be going back and forth. They be coming like, if it's your child, if it's your child, if it's this child, we be having some real live conversations. But I want you to keep your head
Right.
up. I don't want you to let this thing stress you out. I want you to let this thing grow. Let it go.
No, I
Keep
definitely
growing.
I know that she's gonna tell more lies. She's gonna make up more stuff, but I'm not gonna respond anymore after this. Like she can make up whatever lie. Like it's that a lie. Like it was just astonishing to me that literally not one thing that she said was true. Like everything that she said was a lie. Like she don't know who her baby daddy is. I'm like, girl, I've been online for 3 years. I
Well,
always
what
talk to my baby daddy. Like what the hell?
the baby daddy thing didn't really bother me because I watch you and you had already told me, like, you had already told us, like, you and your baby daddy sometimes. I think we had a conversation about baby daddies and how sometimes they get on our nerves so bad you just be wanting to punch them in their face or something. And
I,
you be like, and sometimes you just gotta just let things go and just be like, bite your tongue and keep it moving.
yeah.
But what I didn't get was she alluded that you had this relationship with R. Kelly, and she was like,
So let's talk about that right here. Okay. So she was
yeah,
first of all, girl, do you know how big of a fucking video that would have been if I would have came forward and been like, I talked to R. Kelly, like, and I got that, like, I would have ran that. Like, girl,
but Neek, it's so funny. A lot of people think that you are a Neek supporter. When like I be all over the YouTube street, and a lot of people think you a unique R. Kelly supporter, and I don't understand why. I just think because you give your commentary, and the way you give your commentary is how you give your commentary. You never said that you didn't think he was wrong for what he was doing. You never said that you thought that he was right for what he was doing. You never said those things. But what you did was that you pulled paper by paper. You read affidavits to us. You showed us affidavits. Like you did your research. You showed us all your receipts. Like, and I don't know if that's why people seeing like you a R. Kelly supporter
My
because you wasn't ready to like
the
nail him to the cross.
No, the main reason why people say that I'm an R. Kelly supporter is because I will not discuss things that have not gone to trial on his behalf. Like, I'm not going to harbor over the tape. I'm not going to harbor over certain things that he has to be convicted of that. Like, I'm not going to talk about those things. Like, he has to go to trial for certain things. And when he goes to trial, then we'll talk about it. But in the meantime, let's talk about these other layers of the story. We already know about that. Okay, cool. We're going to see what happens when he goes to trial. Okay, cool. But there are other layers and dimensions of this story that nobody else is trying to, like, pay attention to. So we're going to talk about that. People wanted me to harbor on, saying how they wanted me to say it. No, that's not my main focus right now.
Yes, and everybody has their own opinion to what's going on. And I felt like your commentary was more realistic because nobody, okay, you interviewed his group members, okay? I watched that interview. I saw that when you interviewed his group members or whatever. Like, people don't know. Like, you really dig deep in this R. Kelly story.
Yeah.
And you really wanted to get to know, like, did y'all see signs? Did y'all know, like, about him dealing with younger girls? And so, and that's just realistic. That's just realistic. Like, you can't talk about things that you don't know nothing about until it's proven in court. You know what I mean? These girls' parents did have something to do with it. Like, you just don't give your child up and just say that my 16-year-old daughter is in the studio with R. Kelly for days and days and days, and you don't go check on your 16-year-old daughter. I don't understand that.
Right. So we're gonna hear it from Wiley. So Wiley, you chimed in.
Yeah,
Oh, here go Wiley. Hey, Wiley.
I really didn't want you to respond. That was like my opinion on the matter, but the way you responded was good. It was professional. You laid out your case about the history with Star Marie and Cardi and Tasha and all of that. But this is the thing. I feel like with Tasha, I think she's battled with, like many content creators. They can dish it out, but they don't want to be talked about, right? And it is okay to challenge someone's story. No one in this platform is the queen. Well, I can talk about it, but you can't. And when she started a hashtag talking about you call R. Kelly, I think that was dirty. And she showed no receipts from that. And if you talk to R.
There
Kelly,
is no receipts for that. Like,
it was like
if I talked to R. Kelly, I would have showed the goddamn receipt. Like, I got firsthand information.
you would have called her, you would have put the information out and would have gave you millions of views. An interview with R. Kelly while he's in jail and you're interviewing her, that would be dope. That's nothing to run around, make you
Wiley,
so.
what are they talking about in the chat? They said Wiley is an alleged blank blank.
Yeah, what they're talking about again, people lying, saying different things. You can't be on a blank list unless you convicted, charged. And what gets me with folks, they said the same thing about Cardi. They start these hashtags and they do things because they want me to respond. It's a lie. And I'm not going to sit here and lose focus on my channel, focusing on the life. You want to attach yourself to a brand and lie and say somebody assaulted someone, they never been charged.
What's the backstory on this? Because I keep seeing hashtag survival.
Ahmad Wiggins' friend is starting the lie. Ahmad Wiggins' friend.
What is the lie? What is going on? I don't know.
They're saying that I'm doing something with little boys. They said I drug people. This is Ahmad Wiggins' friend saying these things. saying that I should be on a list. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Why are you creating these lies? And I'm not really addressing it on my main channel. I'm not really addressing it at all because those issues and matters need to be handled outside of YouTube. And that's what I'm talking about. It's certain content creators that will start harassing and will start serious allegations, and they think it's entertainment. And you think I'm going to address you and come on your channel, come on your show when you're trying to affect somebody's personal life, when you're just adding lies. And it just, I understand it. I'm a content creator. I get it. People are going to say what they want to say about you, and you have no control over it. The only thing that you can control is how you react. And how I'm reacting, I'm taking a professional route, focusing on my content. Just how you reacted with Nick at Night. I mean, Nick at Night, you responded to Tasha. You could have.
You admitted some. Wait. You admitted some of that stuff and apologized to those guys.
No, what do you mean? You have to put it in context. Again, we were addressing some things, and we talk about it on Patreon, and we getting paid for it. But on my main channel, we're not talking about that. And in my Wiggins stream, I just hope that whoever is leading it can really hold that up in the court of law. And I really hope and pray that they can. And let's just see. And I would tell Ahmad Wiggins, I would denounce that and won't even attach my brand to a lie. And my Wiggins' brand, if he was his friend, he would tell him to stop. But of course, you know, people are going to do what they want to do. I'm going to focus on my content.
And you know, Nick, I was telling people off in your chat because I felt like they was disrespecting your chat, bringing that mess over here in your chat, and you trying to, you know, tell your story, and they put in Survivor and Wiley in your chat. It's very disrespectful.
I don't even know the backstory, so that's why I'm like, well, should he hear? Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, Wiley, talk about it. If you want to talk about it, talk.
His friend have started a campaign. His friend is upset because I said you shouldn't be on the panel. So this friend went and found people to come online and putting words in these friends' mouth, putting words.
Are they people that you actually know?
Huh?
Are they people that you actually dealt with and know?
About one or two people that I knew that came and we done a show. The first person came and done a show, and he came out and he said, oh, something happened. I didn't forget. I didn't remember. And then it came from that. And my Wiggins friend literally put words in his mouth and said that he was sexually assaulted, and he wasn't. He never said that out his mouth. And they added words in that man's mouth and things of that nature. And of course, and then it started with, oh, we're going to do a GoFundMe account. We're going to put t-shirts together. They're not telling any of these people to go to the police. They're not telling any of these people to go to the district attorney. We're ready. They're telling people come and do interviews for YouTube. How does that sound?
He's not telling you everything, Nick. I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't even know. This is my first time hearing about any of this.
Right. So with that intel, I tell everybody, if you want to,
I made a video about his encounter with him.
If you want to know anything about it, we talk about it and address it on Patreon. I'm not talking about anything. I talk if Nick asks me a question, but in detail, you want the juicy stuff, you pay to know those answers if you want those answers.
Well, Nick, you know I always hit you up behind the scenes, and I'm telling you, the person in the chat, I am behind Wiley Patreon doors, and Wiley has addressed it, and Wiley has shown receipts. Wiley has showed us receipts behind the Patreon doors, and he has proven his case, and he is not guilty.
Right, and what gets me with people, Nick, if you're trying to lead something, encourage people to go to the authorities and don't encourage people for an exclusive interview on YouTube. Like, if you're afraid of Wiley, why are you doing YouTube videos? That right then and there would tell you this is a smear campaign to take down Brother Wiley and try to see Brother Wiley go and run off YouTube and cry. I can cry on YouTube and I stay on the same day. I have bipolar, so that ain't gonna make me run. You're not going to demean me. We are still getting subscribers. Viewers are still growing. It's just not going to work. The only downfall is Ahmad Wiggins' friend is just making his brand look bad because he's a part of this. That's your friend that's sitting on your channel, and Ahmad Wiggins' friend is leading this campaign.
Okay, well, off of that. So is there any questions that you wanted to know about?
I really, with me, Nick, with the Tasha K and the piece with the R. Kelly and everything like that, Sachin, I want to know this. Why is it that Is it a problem where certain YouTubers, if they get hundreds of thousands of views, that you feel like it's jealousy, is like a takedown, that you get that, oh, you Nick, you're below me, I got this? Do you feel like some people is in that position where they can try to tell you what to do and try to push you, like, oh, Nick, you ain't got hundreds of thousands? Do you feel like some YouTubers use those numbers against other YouTubers?
Well, yeah, people always use numbers, but the thing is, any of us is a viral moment away from where we want to be. Like, I literally could walk to the store and like I live an hour from LA. There's celebrities that come in my town all the time. Like, I could literally go and have a photo op with somebody and be in the vlogs and, you know, have a viral moment. Like, any of us is a viral moment away. And a lot of people get caught up in numbers and they don't understand that YouTube ultimately recommends or not recommends our channels, number one. Number two, you could be hot today and not hot tomorrow. Somebody can cancel you tomorrow. So I don't ever get caught up in numbers, but I do think that a lot of people do get caught up in numbers, and this is not a forever thing. YouTube is forever changing. They have rules, different. One rule today is kid content is the best content to have. The kid content is safe. You can make money. You can make a good bag. Then tomorrow, kid content is forbidden. You can't make kid content. You can't make no money from it. So YouTube, either way it goes, it's not really a sure thing. So people get caught up in things that it's not a sure thing.
Right. And that thing, I want to apologize to Nick, to you personally, because about the sock thing, because I sit down and I tell jokes. And sometimes I went too far with that. You know what I'm saying?
You went too far, and you definitely was trying me.
And I was trying you, and I felt bad because you have been nothing but nice and cordial. And I did too much in that instance. So I do apologize for that. And I'm glad that you is coming out with a sock. I think it's going to be dope. But I was wrong for taking that joke and doing too much in that reason. I just did a little bit too much. And I can admit that I was wrong in that regard. And I apologize for that.
Yeah, somebody said, after this live, Wiley is going to go drag Nick.
No, actually, no, Neek. No, he really been supporting you over on his channel. He really has. And whoever don't really know Neek, she might not have the numbers that Tasha K has, but she has had stories that had. She had one story that had 1 million followers, 1 million views.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The only thing helped her get over 100K. Like her stuff went viral, and you had role managers. You had people too. And what I didn't like, they made it seem like Tasha K had everything and Nick to have no. And I did tell you this, Nick, and you finally admitted it to the world that people grab your stuff and they say, I got an exclusive, but they don't give you credit. Like, give the person credit where you got the information from. And a lot of people would be at 300,000, 400,000, 500,000. If people bigger YouTube give credit where they get this information from. And Nick, I feel like you're underrated because people grab your stuff and they said this is an exclusive, but don't even give Nick the credit. And you did the legwork for the story.
Yeah, and I'm tired of people, like, just because you don't get it to the camera and like exclusive, don't nobody else know this. Like, come on now. If it takes all that to get somebody's attention, then obviously they have either a short attention span or they may be a little slow, because people still were at the end of the video. I hope that they had just came in at the end, but if they had been watching the entire video and they were still saying, well, what is she talking about? What does she mean? Like, then they obviously have issues going on if they didn't understand what the whole conversation was about, because like you broke it down that I feel like even your beautiful little daughter could understand something if she had watched it.
She put glue on her. There was a prank that somebody had where they put glue on their skin. She got glue on her face, y'all.
Oh, I hope my daughter don't do that. How old is she?
She's 6.
My daughter is 2. Oh my God. I hope she don't do that.
She put the glue on her face. Mom, my skin is
so
girl, get that glue out of here. All right, go.
But yeah, Nick, I'm going to drop off. I just wanted to touch bases with you and tell you that I am proud of you and that I hope to meet you one day in those LA streets. I will hit you up behind the scenes.
No, I don't want to do you like that.
You ain't going to do me like Storm now.
I'm not.
You might not see my picture on here, but I am a real person on Instagram. Okay. And yes, we all knew Storm was gay. That's another thing I wanted to talk about.
Man. Hey, Life with Angie.
Hi. Hey,
Hey,
Nick.
boo. Life with Angie be like, I am not with the BS.
At all. Listen, I'm not with the BS. Listen, I watch Wiley. I watch Nick. Been watching Nick forever, right? I watch Armand. I watch T.S. Madison. I don't watch Tasha. Her energy is just too negative for me. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't even get into it. But I did see some of the stuff that she said about you and the things that she said about Armand yesterday. I saw his video. It's just so heavy. Like, how do y'all deal? Like, for real, like, how do y'all deal with all of the speculation, all of the drama? Because coming from the beauty community, like, I have never experienced anything at this level. It's beyond crazy.
For me, it's like, if anybody, like, so for me, it's like, girl, okay, so I don't know, because, like, it's one thing, like, when somebody, I feel like the truth hurts a little bit more. So the fact that it was a total lie, and I was like, I talk about co-parenting all the time. So for her to say she don't know who her baby daddy is, and I'm gonna expose it, I'm like, I talk about that all the time on my
right.
channel.
I've seen you talk about it. You be like, my dad's father is about to come pick her up. You know, blah blah blah. I've even heard you say that.
So
you know what I'm saying?
that was one thing. And then when she came with the whole R. Kelly thing, so I'm like, okay, so you saying, because by Tasha's her rhetoric, he got girls in the basement, he got a whole coat, he can't read, he can't write, he got this girl, that girl. And then on top of all of that, he got going on that all these girls is locked up, and he's also conjuring a relationship with me.
That's crazy.
I'm like, what?
That is, it's crazy how stuff just get made up. I don't understand why people go so far to just make things up. Like, what is your,
wow, can you
why
do
do you do that?
I can't even understand how you could just do that. Like, she plays too much, you gotta turn off the background.
And how I handle it, I keep my Zyprexa.
Hello.
Anna.
Hey.
I take my.
Oh wait, let me see what's in out there. Somebody said Storm.
Oh, can you hear me?
You thought. If you think he's not gay, girl.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. It's low though.
Let me see if I can turn this up. So I just watched your live, and because I didn't know like the backstory of it, so I watched another YouTuber who was, looking at the both sides or whatever, and from what I could tell on YouTube, everybody's dragging Tasha K like, you're a liar. Like, I guess she's like acting like her postpartum. I don't want to say acting. Postpartum is real, but
Yeah,
like she is backtracking on a lot of things that she said in the past with regards to herself and her situation with Cardi B, how she, had the countersuit where she was afraid for her life because of her gang affiliations, but in another YouTube said something about how her father's affiliated with gangs and was gonna put somebody in the lake for her. Anyway, I say all that to say Tasha K, I only watch her because it's kind of like watching a show, like watching a clown. And I don't mean to say it like an entertainment show, not like a movie, but like a play or something. Like, she has so many different personalities. It's entertaining, but I can't take her seriously. Like, she lies in the same breath. Like, in the same live, she contradicts herself, and it's annoying. But also, I don't know what the whole thing. I can't watch Storm because he's like uber gay to me. Like, I don't know his personal sexuality. However, he comes off very queenish
in his presentation. Like he doesn't come off as, I don't know.
I don't mind him being like queenish. I just don't like when people aren't living in their truth. That's all.
That's
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I don't mind the queen. I don't mind people who identify and represent themselves how they identify, but it's like he's a walking contradiction, and it gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick.
It's
Somebody
a walking
a
contradiction.
YouTube viewer or
And it gets on my nerves.
you gotta check out some
Hey, Nick, can you hear me?
Wait, somebody got it playing in the back.
That's all she got.
Go ahead. Your mic is on mute.
She's on mute. Bianca is on there.
Yeah, I be muting mine unless I'm talking, Nick. But I want to be quick. I want to talk about Storm. I like Storm. I like Tasha K. I love y'all YouTubers, period, because you guys are better than Netflix at this point. But Storm should have just stayed out of that. Like, stay in a man's place. Like, he should have just stayed out of that. Like, I'm really looking at him funny. Like, we already argued.
She really went on her lives talking about, I wanted Storm to take care of my baby. First of all, I take care of my own child. I don't need no nigga to take care of my child. She got her own whole ass daddy. I don't need a nigga that ain't her daddy to take care of her. I take care of her myself. And then on top of that, he was like, would you collab with a beard? I'm like, nigga, I collab with anybody. Like, what are you talking about?
See, that's the whole thing. I just really wish, because he was going hard. Oh my God, I think Nick is so pretty. Nick got some pretty titties. She's the most beautiful woman in the world. Like, then shut up. Like, he should have just been like, quiet.
Right. But he doesn't understand what it's like to be a real nigga. A real nigga is gonna stay out of it. They're gonna be like, I'm not jumping in unless it's a man who comes for you. If a man comes for you, then I'll come for you. But if it's a female, you're a fucking grown ass woman. You can go head to head with another grown ass woman. Like,
exactly. And to be honest, like I say, I love all y'all YouTubers. I don't like the fact that y'all be fighting like this, because I just don't want y'all to fight. But it's life. But anyway, like, he should have just stayed the fuck out. Like, I'm just real mad he got into it. I look at him different. Like, I be like, what? Like, really, Storm? For real? Like, just hush. Yeah. She just should have hushed. And I really think that Tasha is delusional, but she's funny with it, okay? Because we all know she crazy. We know Tasha crazy.
No, you don't understand the level of crazy until you actually deal with her on that level of crazy. Like, I felt like watching it from afar with the whole daytime, tea time, lovely tea thing. You look at it and you're like, yeah, I don't want to trust her, but you don't understand the level, like, of like, when you see her just make up a total lie about you, and it's just a total no part of it is true, and you're like, wait, how? Like, you can just, like, how can you just pick this shit up out of thin air and just make this shit up like this? It's just crazy.
I knew Tasha wasn't talking facts when she first was like, because I'm expose her baby daddy. And I'm like, we watch Neek, and Neek knows her baby daddy. Like, we watch you. You know your baby daddy. So it's like, what are you exposing? I don't know. Like I said, I love these.
It's like, who the hell is my daughter going with on weekend? A whole fucking stranger? Like, who the hell? Like, my daughter and her dad, like, my daughter has her dad's whole face. Like, so the man that I'm sending her with that got her whole same face, I don't know who he is. I know him, but I don't know him. So, but I'm just sending her with a stranger. Like, it's just so crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, I didn't expect anything more from Tasha K. Like, I really didn't expect the high road from her. Exactly what she did is what I expected for her to do, because that's just the type of person she is. But I didn't. The way Storm, I just feel like Storm was real fake, because, like, don't be all in her DM talking to her and all that, and then you like trying to shade her on the low, and then on top of that, those receipts he was showing,
I mean, I don't see where you were showing attraction at all. I don't see it. Like, and he was really trying to make it seem in his live like you was really like entertaining him, but you legitly was being nice. And women, us as women, know when we try not to be rude, we want to be nice. And I'm just like, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know what happened.
Oh, what happened?
I'm glad.
The other thing that I can't respect about Storm is he's like a co-signer. He doesn't have a lot of originality in his reviews or interviews or whatever. That whole
I don't know what happened.
Situation with
but
Tasha K,
anyway,
like,
when he was in that live and he was like he was trying to show like the receipts and shit. I really feel like, honestly, when he started reading the receipts and then reading the live comments, as I was watching it, women was like, Storm, she not really showing you that she like you, like that she's really just like.
I'm just concerned that he really felt like that was a smoking gun. He was like, with a person,
he made himself look
with a person say that, and I'm like, that is concerning that you deem that as. I'm like, bro, like when Armand had went on his live and Armand was dragging him and he was like, I could tell you don't get no punani. When he went on his live and he was acting like that was really a real sure thing, I was like, oh my God, he probably really is like a virgin. Like if he deems that as flirting, I was like,
yeah. I don't know. Storm is weird for doing that. I just wish that he would have stayed out of that. And then he should have stayed out of it on Instagram. And also he should have never did that live. Like that was just too much. It was like,
but he don't understand that you could be loyal to somebody without hopping in their beefs. Like I'm loyal to my friends.
Yes.
I don't hop into their beefs. Like, bitch, if a bitch try you, bitch, I got you back. But I'm not going to hop into your beef of some shit that you can handle. Like, as long as you can handle it, we good. But if a bitch jump in,
exactly,
I'm jumping in. But if a bitch don't jump in, I go ahead. But I'm gonna be here. But you know what I'm saying? It's like you don't have to fight all her battles for her. She's a grown ass woman.
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree.
And she a fucking bully. Tasha is a bully. That's why she got so many fucking subscribers. That's why we go and watch her shit. And like y'all be telling the truth. We don't really go and watch Tasha because she's credible and she be talking all like she know what she's saying. We watch Tasha because she a bully, she funny, and she just funny. Like Tasha, you're a bully. We legitly go over there to watch Tasha bully celebrities. That's it. So I mean, it is what it is. I just wish Storm would have stayed out of that, but he put himself in it. So now
I don't know why her phone keep clicking off. Hey Ash.
Well, just to piggyback off what she said, yeah, I didn't like what Storm did. I thought it was very distasteful and tacky, and all I wanted to come on here and say that there's going to be a day when Tasha and Storm fall out, and it's just going to break YouTube because this is a pattern, and we can already see how Tasha operates. We already know how she handles with people that are like. It's like she just operates off of jealousy, and it's really disgusting. And it's like, it's just a turnoff. It's really a turnoff. And for Storm to even just co-sign stuff like he's a girl, like he's a female, is disgusting too. So,
right. And then my whole thing is like, she like, that's her favorite word. They're jealous. And me, I'm like, girl, you got the bag, you got the money, you got the views. You know, you think that people wouldn't be jealous of you because you have less money, less views, but people are jealous of different things. They're jealous of people call you pretty, and they probably, when they call her pretty, it's like, she probably don't really believe them. You know what I'm saying? Because she's like, I never was called that before. You know, but now I'm on YouTube, they're just saying that because they like me, not because they really think that I'm really am pretty. And so she looks at that and she's like envious of different things. Like if you go around YouTube, everybody who made a video about me, even the people who talk shit about me, if you go in the comments, the people will say, I don't like her, she talk monotone. but you don't say not one comment where it says Nick is a liar, but you see hundreds of comments that say Tasha is a motherfucking liar. And that's the part that bothers me.
Well,
that's the part that bothers me.
And
Like,
you,
they don't like me, and I'm gonna talk monotone because, bitch, I'm not gonna act like a circus monkey. But what she
hello.
the fact that they all down, Tasha's a liar, Tasha's a liar. But when she gets a comment about me, it's I don't like her, she's boring, or I don't know, it's something about her I don't like, or she talks monotone. Other than that, what else do you hear? Tasha is a liar. Tasha is a liar. Tasha is a liar.
and she shouldn't and she shouldn't get upset about it. I've said that she lies, but the reason why she's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? People are not gonna go on there. Oh, I want to make sure she's credible. She's funny. She's entertaining. She know how to present a story. It's not about if she's credible or not. But I think she wants that. She wants to be a credible source, right? And that's just not gonna be. We're gonna call out on her lies. But is she entertaining? Absolutely. I love watching her. I love watching, especially when she cuss, when she drag. But credible, I don't think she's 100% credible. Have she reported on some things that was credible? Yes. But the overall picture, she's not what you go. You got to take it with a grain of salt and do your own fact checking when you see her blog about a certain situation.
Yeah.
I agree.
Somebody says Storm talked about your vagina. What man does that? He talked about, you talking about with the cookie song? Other than that, what did he say about my vagina? Because I missed that part.
No, he did a record.
That's the only thing I know about.
Yeah, that's what he pretty much said. And
I just want him to come out the closet. That's all I want.
It's gonna be a year, 2 years top. And under a year, he's gonna have a come.
He has to come out the closet.
He's going to have that. Like, you know what, guys? I didn't feel like it was anybody's business. I wasn't, because his thing was, I can't be DL if I don't have a girlfriend to lie to. You're still DL because you're lying to your audience. You're lying to yourself, ultimately.
Yes.
Other than your audience. Like, you're not fooling us, bro. Like, and then people was like, you was leading him on. Leading a person on is telling them that I like you. I'm interested in you. That's leading a person on. Answering a question that somebody asks you is not leading you on. If somebody says, what food do you eat? And I say, I don't eat. I eat food, not seafood. That's answering your question. Now, the difference between leading a person on and answering a question, if a person hit me up and said, Nick, I like you, and I say, I like you too, and I know I don't like him, that's leading you on. I never told that nigga I like him, never gave him my number, never talked to him on the phone, never gave him a text message, never talked to him on an Instagram phone call, never talked to him on a FaceTime phone call, never said, hey, let's link. Like, anytime there was an initiation, it's because he reached out to me. I did not reach out to him and talk to him. He wrote me. Another person had wrote me and they were like, oh, you were trying to use Storm. Bitch, how the fuck I use the nigga that I never ever contacted?
Right.
How the hell do I use somebody that I didn't contact?
But can I say this, Neat, with the thing about coming out? Me personally, Storm that's his business. But if you're saying that you're straight and you're not, then that's your audience gonna lose that distrust, right? But I always say this: if you're trying to lead a girl on, let her know. You know, let her know. If you buy, let her know you like both, so she don't get hooked. Have friends that married a woman, and she found out 5 years later that he liked men, and she wasted 5 years of her life because he didn't like her only, he liked men as well. So you owe that woman that. To be honest, that goes both ways with it for women. If you're a lesbian, if you bi, you should let that man know that you like women as well as men. It goes both ways.
Hey, Sai. I can't hear you. Can't hear you. There's no sound.
Every woman don't like bisexual people. So that, remember we had that conversation, Neek? You was like, no, you're not into that. And you told me your reasons why. And you have nothing to do but respect that.
Yeah. Thank you, Nifa, for the donation. Sai, go out and come back in. You said your hair. There's nothing wrong with your hair, girl.
Girl, this wig is doing something different.
It looks fine.
Your hair looks great.
Yeah, it looks fine.
You got,
Thank y'all. Y'all so sweet.
you got
I'm just real.
everybody can't say that. So
Yeah, and I'm sorry that I like honestly when I was looking at the video I did, I was like, damn, this does kind of drag, but I felt like it was just so much
You
information.
had to get it off your chest though.
Like it was so much information. Like I really felt set up. Like I really feel like she purposely went to T.S. Madison. She purposely went to Storm like, oh, she likes you, da, 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 da. And then she purposely was trying to like get dirt on me or something. It's like, I'm not even your enemy, bro. Like, why are you trying to get dirt on me? Why are you trying to like, what the fuck? Ugh, it was just so.
That's creepy, man. That is creepy.
Hi, y'all. Now I'm looking crazy, but I'm about to go to bed. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Hey, how are
Can y'all
you?
hear me?
Yeah, it's low, but we can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
It's low, but we can hear you.
Hello? Okay. All I want to say is this. I love all of y'all. Riley, you bring your own sense of humor. Nick, you're so smart and intelligent. Storm, I reached out to Storm. Storm is such a great individual. He's allowing me to be a moderator for him. And I hope you don't get mad at me, you know. Tasha, I like Tasha too. You know, Armand is so funny. It's just unfortunate. And as a fan, I'm so sad. I'm just so sad because I feel like I gotta choose, you know. And
You
I
don't
want to choose
because first of all, you don't know us in real life. You can entertain whatever. Like that's the thing that people have to understand. Like, even if I have a beef with him or if I have a beef with Tasha,
but that's all I
it's not your
wanted to
beef.
say.
So don't internalize our issues. You know what I'm saying? Like don't internalize the issue that I have with him as your issue. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's us. You don't have to choose. You know, like you don't have to do that. Hey Nipa, hey Brooklyn Toffee. I don't know what happened.
Hey Nick, what's up?
I can hear you, Brooklyn.
Girl, I'm so sorry that this is happening. Like,
girl, it's crazy.
But I kind of knew it was coming because Tasha K is just like, she gives Florida that name. Like, I'm from Florida, but that whole, I'm from Florida, but she, I don't know. Some people really don't like to see people doing well, and that's what it seems like is going on.
Yeah. Or they don't like to see people vibe with you if they don't vibe with you. Like, ugh, you cool with her? Hell no, I don't want you to have anything to do with her. Yeah. Brooklyn Toffee, your sound is not working. Start a stem.
Hello. I can't hear.
Okay, I heard you say hello, Brooklyn. Yeah.
I can't hear. Are they talking?
We can't hear
none of y'all.
All right, click out and come back in, Brooklyn Toffee.
Oh, and while they're doing that, let me say this real quick. I remember on your video that you just posted prior to this, you said, I remember you posted something, and when you and Tasha was going back and forth on that video a couple of months ago, and she was saying how people from the South, we just say it like it is, blah, 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 no matter what. We don't give a damn what it is. I'm from Texas, so when she said that, I was like, no, everybody is not the same. Everybody does not operate like you do. Everybody from the South is not grimy and by any means necessary, no matter if it pulls somebody underneath the dirt, the mud, whatever the case. Like some people do have integrity. You know, everybody is not the same. So that just kind of threw me off when she said that. I was not here for that at all. So
yeah,
that's a lie. Everybody from the South is not like Tasha K. Period.
Yeah, for real. Bunny says Sassy Storm and TK remind me of those supermarket tabloids from back in the day.
I don't understand why Storm getting involved. Like,
because he feel like he got to fight her battles. The thing is, you could be loyal to her without picking up her battles for her. Like I'm loyal
You
to
know what I think it is? I
like
think he want to be so relevant. He just want to be relevant, like, bro. You not how many bandwagons you get on, you're just not it. Storm, sorry.
Yeah.
You know how to look. You know.
Your Wi-Fi messing up, me.
And
You know how to swag.
You going in and out.
I'm just
Antique show. Antique.
you can't hear me.
You
Hey
going?
y'all, how y'all doing?
Hey, what's your thoughts?
All right, so I'm gonna put it like this real quickly. My voice is hella hoarse, so excuse me.
Girl.
All right, this is how I'm gonna look at it. I felt like Storm felt like he had to respond because Tasha, with her big mouthed self, when she gets a little emotional, she throws stuff out there. So Storm, okay, I feel like when she throws his business out there, you know, they're friends, so they share personal information. Come on, you're gonna tell her, okay, I like, you know, Nick, she beautiful, and you having sideline conversations with your friend. You're not thinking your friend gonna get an attitude and go off on a rant and think that, oh, he's supposed to be loyal. At the end of the day, I felt like he was just forced into the situation, and of course his loyalty gonna be towards the petty because he's loyal to Tasha.
Yeah.
Tasha threw that out there, and I can tell you when I watched Storm's video, it was a little awkward. I felt like he felt forced to have to address it.
Right. And then somebody said, but he didn't respond to our mom. Right. That's what makes it tricky. Like you didn't you know, respond to our mom, but you respond to her. Side when you come in, you have to either keep your headphone in or keep it out, or else it won't let your audio work. Because we can't hear you.
The gag is Tasha not loyal to nobody though. Like
at all.
She's not nobody.
I hear everybody saying, you know, she gonna turn against Storm.
So going on.
Need your thing going in and out.
He's always gonna pick up Tasha K battle. That's always gonna be. That's his mentor. He know what she loved to hear, and that's the energy. So he's always defend Tasha K. As long as they working together, he's always gonna, because she inserts him in the mess, and that's a sign. Hey, you know what you got to do.
Somebody keep calling you Wiley the Library. What is that? Wiley the Library.
Oh, they're talking about when I had a mental breakdown on the library, and it was actually on the news. So that's what they're talking about.
You was on the news?
Yes, I was. Yeah.
What you did?
Well, I was very manic, and that was before I was diagnosed with bipolar. And so I went and did property damage, left outside of the library, but naked. I was tased by the police.
Naked?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Not naked.
Wow.
Yes. Naked, tased by the police. I was in a mental hospital by court order for a couple of weeks, and they diagnosed me with bipolar with psychosis, and that's why I had to take Zyprexa, because, you know, I was hearing voices and different things of that nature. I was in a very dark place. So when people say, Wiley, how do you deal with all this stuff? And I'm like, this new version of Wiley, I take my medicine, I go to bed. But if it was the old Wiley, the one that hears voices and manic, and I'm hearing all that stuff, oh babe, I'm gonna get on the plane and pull up, because that's how I was. You know, I was that jet type of crazy. But you know,
I like your honesty, Wiley. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
You know, during this whole situation, I've been following all the stories, and one of your previous callers, Nick, and my name is Anik, so every time I hear your name, it reminds me of my name. But one of your previous callers said something like, you know, she supports all the channels. And to be honest, I'm also somebody that supports like a lot of channels. And of course, I come to everybody for different things, because every blogger or content maker gives us something different. You know what I'm saying? And everything that Tasha says is not always facts, and we know that. You know what I'm saying? But I just hate that we can't keep the petty at a boundary. We keep crossing boundaries and disrespecting to a level where it's like, okay, I like the beef, but I don't like when the beef get out of control. To be honest, I don't. It annoys me as a subscriber because I'm loyal, and it's like, yo, I don't like the mess.
Right.
Like
Yeah, definitely petty. Right.
Shout out to everybody with mental health though. Thanks for sharing, Wiley, for real.
I mean, I will always share the story. Just like when people are trying to provoke me, they really don't know me. And I thank God that I listen to my therapist and take my medicine. Because the old Wiley, I know how it is. It was a content creator, I'm not going to say no name. Somebody kept bothering her. She got in her car, literally pulled up to that lady block. Them voices in her head. Very manic. Where you at? And I spoke to the content creator. I met her. She said, Wiley, she pulled up in neighborhood. She couldn't find my house, but she was just right. I said, yes, when you're provoking somebody that is manic, and I seen somebody else that had one on the manic, I ain't gonna say no name. I know when somebody is manic. Baby, I literally, let me tell you this. When I went on a manic rant on Facebook against my family, the allegations stuff that I was spewing, because you will spew some stuff, because when you're manic, you just say whatever on the top of your head. And to you, it makes a lot of sense. But to the public, I'm like, what? This don't make no sense. But when you're manic, ain't nobody can do to calm you down. You're going to say what you want to say. And I've been there. And I see it a lot on YouTube. It's a lot of YouTube content creators that ain't diagnosed.
I see you with them red lips, girl.
You know, I got a red head. You know what it is.
Hey.
Hey.
I ain't gonna come out here my lips chopped up. I ain't gonna come out here my lips chopped up quarantining.
Don't get caught slipping, sis. Don't do it.
But this is very good. This is an interesting conversation, and I must say this, Nick. Like I said, I support people, and I'm always on the side of approach, and that it is very important that when you are correcting something or approaching a circumstance, you approach it that somebody can receive it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And today you approach the situation really well.
It was classic.
You approached it really well.
Yes.
And I must say, it shocked me.
People can sit through it and get it, like, because there was so much to unpack that. Because I was like, oh my God, like this is a lot.
Yeah.
This is a lot. This is a lot.
Hi, Nick. Hi, chat.
Hey.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to agree with and Anik. The way you handled the situation, you handled it with grace and with class. I was also a person that felt like you should not have addressed it because I didn't think that it needed addressing. The only piece and a portion that for me possibly needed addressing was the fact of her lying, stating that you were in communication with R. Kelly, like as if you're in cahoots with R. Kelly, you know, trying to put a target on your back. That's the main thing. And you know, the way she come at you and came for your motherhood and all of that other type of stuff, it already shows her character and the type of person that she is. And I mean, it's not like this is something new. This is just something that we're seeing her do now to you, somebody that's usually not involved in drama or not involved in beef. You know, somebody that is not connected to that level as far as, you know, the other YouTubers that are confrontational and will go head to head and toe to toe with her. It's different for seeing her come at you that way because you usually keep to yourself, you know, you interact with everybody and, you know, you do your commentary and you go, you know, you don't really engage in too much, you know, extra. So I want to say that you definitely handled that well with grace and with a lot of class. How you broke down everything, and you know how you gave a story of how things have been, you know, unfolding from beginning up until this point. There was absolutely no reason for her to attack you in regards to what Azriel had stated out of her own mouth. It's on YouTube. It is public. It is something well known. Yeah. I have also been following you as well as I've been following other bloggers. And I am familiar with, you know, Angelo constantly attacking you and how grown man put your kid picture up there and, you know, all that other type of stuff, because I have been following the whole R. Kelly story. One thing I like about you is that you give a perspective from an unbiased position, whereas opposed to Tasha K, because she has a connection with these parents, she gives a perspective from a biased standpoint. Because right. 1 minute she'll talk about, you know, all of these parents, it should go down, etc. whatever, they all knew, so on and so forth. But then she'll come back and then she'll play victim, like as if these young ladies were victims when their actions display something completely different. And then for her to attack R. Kelly, but then be in cahoots with Angelo, given his criminal background, and he has a record. He has over 121 charges. His friend Larry has a huge. He's under federal investigation right now for 1.6 million that he did for care credit. You know, he's facing federal charges himself. So you're talking about criminals that's trying to take down a man that has never been convicted of a crime.
Yeah.
Criminals, known criminals that's running a criminal enterprise. And so I think her issue with you, I know you said it's the daytime tea time, but I really think it is the R. Kelly, because that is another one of her big stories. She got a lot of her followers from Cardi B, from a lot of the lies that she put out, you know, talking about herpes and a whole bunch of other stuff, which is why she's right now battling a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Then the R. Kelly story that she tried to sell to the public, and then you was able to give the public a different perspective based on you doing your research, you fact checking, and you bringing information. We all know that Azriel had been in contact and communication.
I'm sorry, she played too much. I don't think that Sai still has audio. Sai, can you talk?
Okay.
We can't hear you. We can't hear Sai. I don't know what Sai got going on.
That's so many times Sai tried to call in.
I don't know what Sai wants to say. Call in without the headphones.
You know what?
You got to give him a suggestion.
I just don't like when people take things and make it personal. That's my main issue. And attack families, attack character, attack all these extra attacks for no reason. I don't like that. That's the only issue I got. Now, I like to be entertained with a little bit of drama here and there, okay? A little bit of shade or 2 or 3 or 4, but I don't like 10 or 20. It's just too much.
Yeah.
It's like it's getting out of control.
But that's the one thing that I've noticed about Tasha. Everything is taken personal. Whenever somebody don't agree with the way she's covering a story about them, or if somebody don't agree with her commentary, it begins to be an attack, you know? And that's what I've noticed, just even with her dialogue with bloggers as well as other celebrities that done hit her up in her DM that, you know, stated they don't like certain commentary. And then once you say that, she goes on a whole dragging thing. And if she can make up lies about Neek, she can make up lies about all of these other bloggers. What do you think that she's doing about these celebrities?
And it's crazy how
she's making lies about people.
Lie up, and you got people like when she made the lie up, and then she had said that Armand had hired a transgender and he had did coke and all. I'm like, it makes you second guessing. Like, did you do coke? Did you hire the person? And then it's like, what happened? You know, like she just so quick and so like fresh off the tongue. So where you just like, did Neek talk to R. Kelly? Does she know R. Kelly? And I'm like, hell no. Like, what the heck? Like, it's crazy.
Somebody see that's the narrative that they're trying to push. That's part of the reason why they don't want to release R. Kelly, because they're saying that bloggers are attacking, you know, some of these women that are, you know, stating these types of things. So she's probably one of the bloggers that's sitting up here lying and saying all of this type of stuff, you know, when in actuality it's not true. If somebody is displaying certain things on a public platform, then you have every right to give commentary based on the actions that they display. There's nobody that is off limits. When you post something on a public platform and you are in the media's eye, you're going to get scrutinized. You're going to get talked about. People are going to look for facts instead of making up fictions and lies, you know, about you. And I mean, even she herself, like 2 months ago, stated that, you know, this girl needed to relax, get help. Angelo needed to stay off IG, and, you know, what she would do if she was the parents, when she, you know, on one of those interviews when she stated that, oh, don't act like you ain't know where I was. You knew where I was. I talked to you for 4 or 5 months, and this and the other, and all this other type of stuff. You know, Tasha made commentary about her, so I believe that when Azriel spent about her. So
Yeah.
for her to attack you, her attack is baseless. So she created all of this unnecessary attacks against you, and then for Storm to get, for Storm to
Get
essentially
involved.
co-sign it by indulging into it, opposed to standing 10 toes down as a man and say, listen, I'm not getting into that female beef. Yeah, you're my mentor. Yeah, thank you for your help. But as far as any of those issues that you have with Neek, I'm not going to get into that. That's between you and Neek. But when you start commenting and you start co-signing things,
Oh,
then that means you're in
finally your
cahoots with the
side. Finally your side. Wait a minute.
Yes. Thank you. I fixed it.
Oh.
All right, cool.
We finally hear you.
I've never done this before. You can't blame me.
What's going on?
Nothing. I just want to let you know that I support you, girl. Like everything you said was on point. Like I'm not like following everything like all the time, but your recap did it. Like I understand everything. It's like everyone knows Tasha K is kind of, on the edge. She's always talking about drinking, like an alkie usually does. So, what can you expect? It's craziness.
Yeah. You're craziness.
So Nick, let me ask you. All right. So I know you already addressed the situation. We cannot keep talking about it, but moving forward, what will be your disposition with Tasha? Like, what will be your disposition with her?
She's a liar. I know that she's just going to make up whatever diabolical thing she can. I'm just going to, at this point, I just wanted to get it off my chest because I felt like nobody understood the depths of it. You know what I'm saying? But as far as moving forward, I'm just going to do me like I've been doing. That's it. That's all. And not pay her no mind.
So if she texts you in the DM, you gonna answer?
No, hell no.
Good answer.
Nope. I didn't talk to Tasha before this like that. Like,
hi, Nick.
Show you guys the amount of time, and like it really wasn't even that. So, Sacred Flower.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, hi, Nick. So I want to say I've been watching you for years. I had many other channels. One of my channels was the Rebellious Garden channel. And I remember it was only a few channels when all that stuff was happening between T and Tasha that was taking up for Tasha, or saw something, that Tasha could be right about. It was me, you, and some other channels. And it just hurt my heart that you're going through this because I didn't even know that you guys were into it. So when I saw your initial video about Azriel saying Tasha was a lie, I'm like, wait, what Nick talking about? They into it. So once I went through everything, I'm like, wow. And I saw Storm live, and I want to say that when he tried to say, "Oh, you try to call him gay," I initially thought when you said you wanted me to be his beard, I thought you was talking about something else, like sit on his face. Not to be too vulgar, but that's really what I thought you was talking about. So I'm like, why is he getting in Tasha K? But what I would say, I do like Tasha, I do like you, but what I would say about Tasha, if you notice, every time she's in tour with someone, she always have somebody fight her battle, whether it be Jovi's Beauty, whether it be 7 Stars, and Storm now. Even Candace at one point was fighting her battles. And I'm just glad that you have gotten away from that because, girl, I love you.
But
I love Tasha too, but Tasha's crazy.
Her battles. The only content that I did was Cardi B content that I already did.
Yes, I agree.
I never fucking fought her battle for her.
No, I'm not saying you fought her battle. I'm glad that you got away from that mess.
Yeah. I'm like, let's do it. I never fought her battles. I don't do that.
But I love you, girl. I will continue to support your channel.
Thank you for supporting and love you back for sure. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's a mess, yeah. Lisa clicked off.
You know what, though? I do wish that the powerful people in the streets of YouTube will come together. Like I would like to see Armand, Tasha, the bulldogs and like the quieter YouTube or the more positive YouTubers come together. Like people are just so separated.
Right, that's a fact. That's
It's
true.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of separation.
And Wiley, you right over there in the mix of everything. Cause I watch you too.
It's all entertaining for me. I just say don't take it personal and be careful with the huge accusations. I think that's getting too serious. Like people just saying anything now and just see what's going to stick. But it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. And just keep going on and stay focused. They just want you to be ghetto because like somebody was in my inbox now, they want me to cuss them. No, I don't feel like cussing, not right now. Maybe if I don't take my medicine for a week, then be back with it. To the end, I don't feel like cussing you out.
Right. Well, that's that on that, and I guess we can.
I say just stay grounded.
Right.
Well,
and this is it. If you gotta let energy pull up, I'm the type of person. Whatever you want to say, let's meet in a boxing ring. I'm a man, any man that's let's meet because I would love to fight a human instead of like beating up books and stuff. So we can meet up in the boxing ring. Let's charge some tickets, literally. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can go try the COVID-19 release fund. But if you talk all that stuff, let's see, can you back it up in the box ring? I'm really down for it. To the end, don't try to provoke me because if you ain't willing to box me in the ring, don't try to get on the internet. And
Wiley, stop talking all that smack. You know you nothing but a comedian. You see what your shirt say? Sarcasm, just one of my many talents.
Who child?
I mean, I got some surviving, Wiley merchandise coming. Since we want to go, I'm gonna go. While you get your stuff, I'm gonna sell my surviving stuff as well. I'm gonna call Lifetime and just put me in a documentary.
Oh my God!
A mess.
Are you serious, Wiley?
Yeah, I'm gonna be selling some merchandise. Mm-hmm. I mean, you put it out, I'm on the sell. Put t-shirt, hat, get some, whatever it takes. I'm gonna make some coins. Sorry, $20. Anybody want to buy?
Well, I don't know. Well, I guess Stevie is trying to make a love connection with Angie. He's asking where Angie is and trying to get her info in the chat. And I just wanted to create like a quick little after show. And so I just wanted to see y'all chime in. Thank you for the last one was Nick for the donation that's on there. But yeah, so and somebody's telling Wiley to stop lying. They on your head, Wiley. Is there a video that I missed that's out there about you? Like, what's going on?
David, my biggest friend, literally made about 6 or
I saw the video.
You see the video?
What videos at? Who got the videos?
It's Armand's friend, official King Kane. I saw his videos. Now I don't really get into all of that. I don't know. I just watch them, child, for entertainment. I don't know what's true and what's false. It's all fun for me. I don't know.
Wiley, what's true and what's false before we go?
All of it is false. What is true? Catfish thing? Oh, that's true. I have catfish.
Why did you do that though?
Well, like I tell people, I've been catfishing ever since I was like in 8th grade on the party line. Like, I got addictive with it. And it's like whole thing. I just really got addicted with it. And yeah, it is what it is. And I remember I had my first interaction with a guy.
What kind of picture would you put up there and say that it was you?
Oh, they would have to be dark skinned like me,
Okay.
and I'll put it up there, and that's what it was. It's been a lot. And I talk about it on Patreon a lot because I want people to understand that it do exist. And then some stories came out. Some people have lost their life because, in the gay community, is some people that's homophobic that will create accounts and that will rob you and stuff like that. So, but I never done it. I've just done it because it was fun. It was like an alter ego. It was very.
So, okay, my question is though, when they would come to see you, then how would it play out after they would come to see you?
They would do it. It was like probably maybe 1 or 2 situations where they didn't do anything. They left, but the most of it did it. We got it in.
Yeah, what they did.
Yeah, let's get into some mess.
They took the peen, and it is what it is. I was very
alcohol involved. Wiley, they say you drugging people. What's going on?
My God, today.
It was no alcohol involved. Most of the time they have already lit, you know what I'm saying? They come in, in the gay community, people smoke weed or whatever, you Dutch, you're bottom. and
Wish
of course I'm a top, so they're already prepared. They do what they have to do. And
you a top.
yeah, I'm a
You
top.
okay? That part.
I thought you would be a bottom.
Oh my God, no! It hurt.
Would you ever be
Why?
a bottom?
Have I ever? Yes, when I was 18, in my early, 18 years old, bottom. But do it now? No, it hurts. I get more desire and pleasure from being certain than having it inside of my,
Okay.
But yeah, but when they brought it up, they think I run for. I'm very transparent in my life, and those catfish I've said it years ago. I went and interviewed. I don't.
Somebody thinks that I come in Wiley's head.
Lord.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Well, I know that ain't true. You ain't put none of that inside me. I know that ain't.
What?
My God.
They ain't not saying nothing. Hello.
Bobby, what's going on?
It's really, you know what, neat. Ever since I started growing, ever since the
Why y'all not talking? Talk.
Ever since the Jason Lee he came out, that was like a blessing and a curse. Then everybody was just on my neck. It was particularly gay men that's doing it. They don't like it. They think I pander towards the women. They don't understand my Christian background. They get mad because I say it ain't cool for women to be called women fish. And I said this, and I stand with it. I'm gonna say it again. If you call a woman a fish, they can call you the F word, and it's the same energy. If you offensive with that, just keep that. They didn't like it.
We see.
It is what it is. And ever since I did that, they come up with a campaign, and I'm growing. I'm not gonna stop.
Well, where's King Payne? King Payne, are you on here? Let's just settle this one thing for all.
Yeah, where's official King Payne?
Yeah, King Payne.
He was in the last set.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, King Payne. Calling
somebody
King.
Summon him.
Yeah, somebody tell King. What's his Instagram? So I can tell him. Let's just figure this out.
I don't even know.
Hold on, it's probably official King Payne. Hold on, let me see if I can put it up. Official.
Probably official King. You sure right.
Bring up my unofficial King Payne because he was in the chat endorsing it.
Oh, it's the official King Payne.
You said, do they use condoms? I've just started getting on PrEP, and I'm negative.
Okay, so I just DM'd him and I said, come on live.
They said Wiley is not going to talk to official. No, that's not true. I was on another live, and he ran his internet. His internet wasn't working correctly.
Nick, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Do you ever go to Vegas? Whenever we get out of this quarantine, girl, can we meet in Vegas and hang out?
Girl, let's do it.
I've been following you for you.
But Marcel, you in Texas, right? I like going to Texas.
Yes, I'm in Dallas, as a matter of fact.
My friend, one of my
born and raised
in Dallas. I love
born and raised in Dallas, Texas, girl. But girl, I need to get out. I'm ready to travel. I haven't been on a vacation in like 3 years, and it's sad.
Okay, well then I was like, I could come to Dallas, but you're trying to get out. So yeah, I mean, you come to LA.
I'm definitely on my way to LA, Vegas. I've never been to the West Coast. I've always traveled east for some reason. So
Dallas. Oh, I didn't know you was in Dallas. I'm in Dallas.
Yes, I'm in Dallas, baby. Wiley, I know you in Dallas too, baby. I be watching your crazy ass, Wiley. I just don't be saying nothing because you crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Somebody said official King Payne has receipts. They said official King Payne has receipts.
Is he on here?
I don't know. I want King Payne to.
Child, usually he be on live. Usually he go live around this time.
Yeah.
He usually go live around this time because he's on the West Coast like you.
Let's get into something. All right. Okay. He gonna repeat himself about 30 times. Get to the point.
Oh, King Payne.
You know what?
Hey, all card called Wiley. Yeah.
DM King Payne. It is the official King Payne. Hold on, wait. This is his Instagram.
Yeah, King Payne, where you at?
DM him right now and tell him he got hella receipts. So does Sean Davy Way. He's offline.
Yes, they
Somebody
said come
text
to
him.
Dallas. Yes, girl. If you come to Dallas, I'll definitely show you a good time, honey.
We having a
Yeah, so
I know all the club promoters, honey.
oh wait, let's see who this is.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, this ain't King Payne. Kendra.
Is that him?
No,
Hey,
this.
Nick.
Hey.
You know, I talked to you like a couple of days ago, so you know how I feel about this shit. Yeah, you know how I feel about this shit. It was just completely wrong.
Yeah.
Whatever. I felt like I didn't know, like I know how you are, I know how I am, type thing. So I didn't know if you were gonna respond or whatever. But I respect it either way. Like if you wanna say something, say something. If you don't, I'm gonna respect that too. But the shit, whatever she said, that shit was way less. Like I was just like, her and him. We ain't even about to say no names. That shit was bogus.
Yeah.
Like, period. Like it was so wrong. And then it's like you said, they don't even know you. So everything that they're saying is like just assumptions.
It's just totally, it's not even assumption. It's just totally, I'm just going to make up a fucking lie. It's not even an assumption, it's just a total lie. Stevie,
What's up?
What's up?
Shit, just listening to y'all talk about that goddamn dude that's hating on you. That's all. I'm over here chilling.
Is that Stevie?
What's up, Angie?
Stevie?
Hi.
What's going on, y'all?
How are you guys?
Angie,
Oh, we doing
Hi,
good.
Stevie.
Good. I'm over here tipsy and shit.
Me too, man.
Me too.
Damn, why the goddamn screen froze?
Somebody said, don't lie. He pretended to be a female.
When? I'm lost.
What? Who pretended to be a girl? Not Wiley.
What are they talking? Oh, what are they talking about? I could go down. I don't remember. Are you talking about when I was on the party line when I was in 8th, 9th grade and I would disguise my voice as a woman and get the man?
Party line. I ain't heard about that
Hey,
shit.
Texas people.
Hey.
What's up, Angie? What's
I'm
going
in
on with
Hey,
you?
Texas.
I'm in Fort Hood.
How you doing, Angie?
I'm great.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Nick, I'm back.
Thank you for coming
Nick, did you watch the whole video that I
hear,
sent to you?
The real King Payne.
What about King Payne?
Is he on? Is he coming on?
No, I actually want Port City to come on. He was tricking niggas. Port City might
I'm still waiting. Still waiting on my.
Well,
Neat.
Let me get off.
Neat.
Y'all was having fun. I had questions for Wally because Wally is crazy.
What?
All right. Bye-bye.
Neat.
What's up?
Did you watch the video I sent to you?
Nah, what you saying?
I sent the live to you.
Oh, hold on, let me see. Let me go.
That was a couple days ago though.
Let me see. Oh yeah. I see now.
Okay, yeah. That was me.
Yeah, I see that.
Angie, you married? Oh, I see the ring on your
I literally like I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
didn't
what's
know
up.
what
How
you
long
was
you
gonna
been
do
married?
with that or whatever, but I literally wanted you to go like as they say in rap, like I wanted you to go bar for bar, like like just fucking that shit up, like literally.
Yeah, I know. I could have been hyped, but I just wanted to in order to, I wanted to like accurately like show the receipts, but then after I look back at it, I'm like, damn, I could have breezed through this a lot quicker, but it was what it was.
Yeah, that shit was fucked up. Like, I'm just like, why do all that? And then when you look at everything that's happened, like when you look at your reputation and you look at the other person's reputation, it's just not, it's no comparison. Like,
Right.
it's like y'all really just gotta see, and anybody else who's following that, like, eventually it's going to be you. It really is. Because
And
you gotta chop down everybody else to get to the top. And that's that person's mentality. You gotta chop down everybody else. Okay, I'm gonna get you to 500K subscribers or whatever. And then once you get there, I'm gonna chop your ass on down to get people that was following me to mess you up. That's messed up, man.
and this is what I want to say. I feel like what gets me with people, everybody can win, everybody can eat on YouTube. Just because you got it don't mean the next person can't come up. But unfortunately, it goes when you get to a certain level, people are like, oh, you about to surprise me, so let me drag you. It's sad. It's pathetic.
Yeah.
It's like everybody can eat, but it's sharks in the water. Period. It's
Yeah.
sharks in the water, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it don't look like King is gonna come on, so we don't know about the surviving Wiley. I guess we have to tune in on the next episode. So I just wanted to do an after show with you guys. A lot of people was hitting me up like, "Lisa, are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm okay. Why y'all think I'm okay?" So
Hey Nick, and you ain't gonna delete your live, right?
no. Why would I? Y'all know I'm not
Period.
doing nothing.
and my thing is this: if you have a campaign you run against Wiley, and you have this is the second time you had an opportunity to speak to me publicly, talk. This is the time to ask your questions. Don't hide. I'm not hiding. I ain't no cool. I got my air mattress right there in the corner. We ready? Okay.
Okay, wait. Okay. So I got a question.
We ain't had.
So why does Tasha K think that you have so much, like, why does she think that you're on her side?
Well, this is the thing
Like,
with Tasha. She been knowing that I was crazy and manic and whatever. She just knew how I was from day one. She saw me when I was on the bus and the train. When her and I first fell out, I got the interview and I interviewed her and I kept it real. She was there when I interviewed my mama when they came with all these crazy allegations about me. My mama cleared it up. So she was there. She, with my show, I talk about my mama, my family, my brothers, my sister. I'm very relatable because I talk about the issues of my life, even being kicked out, being order of protections. I talk about it all. I'm very transparent about my come up on my channel. I don't just talk about celebrities. I talk about me. And I feel like if you can drag a celebrity, you
right.
can your own business, then I keep that same energy for my loved ones as well as trending topics. So that's what I do.
What?
That's
Okay.
what I
With
felt
that,
like
can I
they
say?
did with Nick, because she had, like, Nick had like stories that she had already talked about, and then they like, oh, well, maybe she liked gay dudes. And that shit was just whack to me. Like, really? Like, she was really transparent about whatever she went through or whatever her situation was, and then y'all just bring it up and be
I say this?
just,
Just
that
because
shit
a
was
man,
wrong.
I'm in the community. Let me say this. You
Can
get
I?
to be talking just like, oh, girl, what's the tea? And they just smash women. Just look like you, Angie. Look like you, Neat. I know them personally, got kids. They love Punani, and they just as feminine as this way. So just because a guy is feminine don't necessarily mean that they're sleeping with other men. Because I know guys that are feminine, got girlfriends and wives, and they got a lot of children. And you will be like, you'll be shocked. I've known guys that get to the bar room, vote, got girlfriends, and got wives. So we definitely got to be careful when we judge folks and think that they don't want you. No, it is some out here. There's a lot of people that got kids and still smash women. It's some women.
Yeah, but you could tell by a man that smash a woman knows woman interaction. Then, if you know in woman interaction, you know if a woman interested in you or not interested.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, that's true. And
that's kind of the differentiating factor here.
And it's some women out there.
And then I feel like with Neek, you were being transparent. You were telling a story. You know, you had a story time or whatever, and they took that and just ran with it. Like we don't gotta go into detail or none of that, because if they didn't watch the show, they don't need to know at the end of the day. But like you went into detail and you were transparent as far as what you were going through or what happened to you at that time in that space in your life.
Yeah. All right, Andrea, so you had a question.
The fact that
you said me?
That's what they said in the chat. You had a question about Wiley.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Wiley, like you were saying, like you would say this and that about celebrity gossip or whatever, and then you would also go in as far as discussing your family. Like, my question to you is, do you have a limit as to how far you would go? Because for me, I don't want to put my family in my social media platform business, like on that level, because at any cost, I want to protect my family. No matter what, I have children, I have a husband, I have a mother and father. It's just certain things that I don't want them to be involved in. You know what I'm saying? So my question is, do you have a limit to,
I don't know, bye,
as far as you would go? Like, are you a Tasha K? Like, will you go as low as you can go? Or do you have some type of level that you just be like, okay, this is enough?
Yeah, it is a level, because what I talk about, because people bring up things about being gay, I talk about the church, I talk about those issues, and I bring it to the forefront. And I speak about mental illnesses and tell you, hey, I was raised under that. I know how it feels to see your mom talking to herself and alcoholism. I bring that to my platform because it's going to help so many people so they don't have to go through the same things that I went through. I'm very transparent to tell my story. Do I tell everything? No. Is I'm like a Tasha K? Absolutely not. But I feel as though that it is so many celebrities put their children on the forefront. That blast them all up on there. You know, you even got some YouTubers put their children up in their business. So that is what it is. But for me, I tell my story because it helped free me. It's very, very freeing enough to share my experiences. And also,
Port City that was calling you out, he back in the chat. Port City, you had a lot to say to Wiley. I'm trying to wrap this up, but chime in so we can wrap this up because you had a lot of questions. So click the link and then we can go. Somebody live is Port City. Hello, calling Port City to the stage. Who's got all that sound? Is that? Oh, that's Stevie with all those sound. Port City is not coming to the stage, so I mean we'll just wrap it there, pretty much. He said breaking. So, Wiley, is there anything you want to say in closing? I guess they were.
Everybody is asking me, how you doing? Is everything great? I am fine. Just like I understand what Cardi B went through, the lies and everything like that. Everybody, it was good and dandy with the lies. But when it's the court of day, when you meet your day in court, who's going to be there to root you on? Just like another fellow blogger, Dr. Reed, it's okay to label people these things, but can you back it up in the court of law? So you just have to be very mindful of the things you say. I'm great. I'm fine. I'm living my best life. And we're not worried about any gay guys that can't even keep they clean all the way, and that that person will be getting in. So I'm not worried about any gay guys that want to come up with those type of issues when they don't even get along with their own families and can't even get their area clean and tell a boyfriend. This is another thing I don't like. Don't have your boyfriend talking about me and he creeped up in a corner somewhere. He want to talk about my house. Bring him on camera. I want to see how he look. That's what. If anything you gotta say about me, come to the camera. Hit the link. Hit the link. Hit the link. Oh, shut up. See, that's the thing. When it's
I
something,
just want everybody to just be together. Like
well, baby, that
Black
ain't never
YouTube
happened.
needs to Black YouTube, because
It
you
could
look at
happen.
these,
I feel.
you look at these Chinese people, you look at the like Hispanic people, like it's crazy how everybody, and I understand y'all because there are people who have that mentality to where they have to be on top, and which is just stupid to me. Everybody can get money. If you don't have the mentality as everybody can get money, then yeah, I don't want to mess with you. So it is what it is.
I feel
But
that.
All
it's
right.
sad that's the way it's gotta be. You know?
The
It's
police
sad.
ain't learned either, Wally.
D. Can you ask them? Can you ask them what police reports? Like they just be saying this. It is so. I literally. I be laughing. I call my attorney. I'm like, hello, I'm like, hello.
Be right back, y'all.
No, but there are receipts. I'm just joking.
Let's get into some things. Bring King Pang and Armand, and I told King Pang like to come on because King Pang was Hold on, wait. Let me check this. Hold on, wait.
Black YouTube needs to stick together. Well, Black YouTube can't stick together because you got a lot of crab in the barrel ass type of niggas.
Yeah, and then this
I don't want to say her name, but you know what type of
Ace
crab in the
family,
barrel.
fake as fuck, all that shit. Like, I don't know. It's just too much. That shouldn't be there, and it's there. And they steady rising.
All right, I'm about to call Armand to see if Armand put anybody up to this. Let me see. I don't think so, but I'm about to call.
Back, y'all. Sorry. I had to go potty.
Yeah, I had to go potty too. That's our point.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you have to go to the bathroom.
This right here, look. Just a little. First of all, they need to sponsor me while I'm because I drink this shit every freaking night.
Is liquid crack.
Y'all need to get some of this shit right here.
That shit is liquid crack. For real.
It really is.
No, I will never.
Bro, it is so,
man, y'all quit drinking that light ass shit, man. Where the hell know the Remy at?
Kendra, stop playing with me.
Wait. Now that's what I'm drinking, Hennessy.
Well, I have some
Hennessy and cranberry.
Look, Kendra, I got some Hennessy in there I can go pull up, and I got some Crown. Listen.
Leave that liquid crack alone, though.
Listen, bro, I'm from Texas, so we get it in.
Sis, I'm from Arkansas. Sis, leave that shit
you're right
alone.
down the street. You're right down the street.
Well, I'm not because I live in Milwaukee, but I'm from Arkansas. I was raised. I didn't move to Milwaukee till I was like 18, 19. So I was totally raised.
Yes, I've been to Little Rock a couple of times.
I just started calling pop soda maybe a year ago.
Oh wow!
It's called pop.
They done got me. They got me.
You don't call that shit no motherfucking soda. That shit pop.
We call it soda
now because they didn't understand what I was saying, so I had to start calling it.
And fuck that. Hey, fuck them. They don't know what they talking about. Call that shit motherfucking pop.
No lie, when I go down south, I'll be like, let me get a cold pop type
Hell
shit.
yeah. Motherfucking
Oh
pop.
Lord.
Shit.
Damn, what I done crossed up over here? Hold on.
For real.
Everybody in the world call that shit pop. I don't know what's wrong with them down south niggas. Call that shit pop.
Now I have to call it. Now I have to call it soda.
Nah, fuck that. Gotta change
Like
the
some
game
kind of
down there.
soda.
Hold on,
Nick,
y'all.
she call it pop. Oh, what's that right there? Angie, what you doing?
Okay,
I'm coming right back.
can you address when somebody says Wiley sounds like he is jealous of Armand? Do you feel like you're jealous of Armand?
Somebody got that Teddy Riley mic.
I think it's Kendra.
You asked me a question. Is I'm jealous?
Somebody said, wait, let me put it on the screen because it's not my question. It's somebody on the chat. Hold on, wait. Always trying. Hold on. Wait, here we go. Right, you see it?
Yes. They asked me if I'm jealous of my was no. The question should be, have I ever been? Yes. And I admitted that in the podcast. Now, no, I'm living in my truth, living my best life. People get upset because I talk about him on my show. And just like anybody else, he's the trending topic, right? So I only talk about people that are trending. And that is what it is. The same way he talked about Tasha K, the same way he talked about Cardi B or Nicki Minaj. I talk about him because it's trending. And with him, I can also say we work together. So that is what it is. I'm not jealous of that brother.
So you were jealous in the past, but you're not.
Yes, we done an interview about that. And so as of right now, no, I just talk about trending topics. You know, that's it. It's a trending topic.
Okay.
Somebody said I was tipsy.
His music.
And I unmuted my mic and it wasn't me.
Something about the music. That is free again. Free YouTube royalty music. Other bloggers have used before. And yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Nick, I unmuted my mic and muted it again, and it wasn't me.
No, it is. I think so. I hear it again. That sound. But yeah, so I guess shit. I don't know. Y'all gonna have to address Wiley on another thing.
Yeah, because you know it is what it is. And I'm gonna come over and bring your questions. Some of them need, unfortunately, they're not allowed to come into my chat because if they do, they will get blocked at the My Wicked Show. So they can't. I get it. They can't drop.
Well, no, because I guess it depends because me and Armand, I feel like me and Armand, we have a good relationship. I've called him to his show a few times. I've called him on the phone line quite a few times. I've called him to his StreamYard a couple of times. I just think that we've developed a good relationship. He knows that I'm gonna tell him exactly how I feel. He might not agree with it sometimes. He might not agree with my thoughts, but we still somehow come to a respectable median. If that makes sense.
Okay. Did somebody say you had a crush on Armand, and that's where this developed? Did you have intentions on being with him?
Never.
Like him in a romantic way?
We have always, when we talk, it was about shows. We never had a read.
Let's have full transparency.
Right, but did you ever in the back of your mind?
Did you have a crush on Armand where you felt like you liked him and you felt a little bit bitter?
He's too scanty. I like big men, chunky men with meat. He's not my type.
You got a little meat now.
No. I'm talking about meat. Like Reese G from Chasing Dallas. I'm talking about, them
I don't know who that is. Give me somebody else so I can compare it to.
Like Cedric the Entertainer type of big man.
Oh, you like them
big
chunky,
men.
chunk.
Yeah, I like them chunky.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Somebody said, so do you like Storm?
Do I like Storm? No. I think Storm is a good guy, and I work with Storm. And we pay Storm every week to be on Two Man and a Lady. Unfortunately, he ended it because his mentor told him can't be with the bottom feeders. So he ended the relationship. Because you know,
Wait a minute, what?
He was on the show with us, you know, 2 men.
I can understand how people can like steer the followers to make people get into it because that is just dumb.
Right, because he told he had to leave. He said, you know, Tasha, you know, said can't be with the bottom feeders over the platform.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and so we ended the show. We ended it because we didn't have.
Wow.
Yeah.
So wait, so Tasha told him that he
Yeah.
couldn't be with the bottom feeders?
Exactly. Yeah, he blocked us.
Wow.
Yeah.
He said that she told him.
Wait, but won't she? But doesn't she
In that
come in
live
after
that she
Tasha?
did,
You had him on your show.
trying to go live on Nick.
We was
She
collaborating.
said,
Why Storm came on is because Tasha was related on the situation. He only can come on once she approved him coming on. She did not approve him to doing the show because we had.
See, I don't have time for a man like that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you're not finna be approving me to do nothing. And I'm a grown ass one. First of all, I'm grown, right? I'm grown. I'm married to a heterosexual man, right? We got 2 kids. And you still can't tell me what the fuck I want to do in my heart. If it's in my heart that I want to do it, I'm gonna do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
It's like that way. Some people have been bought. The reason why I'm so controversial because you can't buy me. Even if you come on my chat, you might get dragged that same day. The next day, I might love you. I just flow like this. Some days I feel this way. Some days I don't feel that way. And it is what it is. And with Storm, he unfortunately his mentor got in the ear, and I can tell like she did it because we will call and see how you doing about this. He won't tell us. He just blocked us. Just didn't give me no warning at all. And I felt kind of offended because I'm like. Bottom was I at the bottom the income to come every week? Like, come on, like we helped you introduce you to an audience because I came from the beef sector, so I kind of like introduced them to a whole nother sector of YouTube. I felt some type. I was hurt by it, but at the end of the day, I know I've done right, and then of course we moved on. But when he say that, he does say like my mentor told me to get away from you bottom feeders, and so yeah, it's unfortunate.
That's messed up, Wiley.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, we'll just wrap it up there. I was hoping to get King Pang on because I haven't seen his series, but I'll check it out to see what's going on. So I was hoping that he could have came on to, you know, tell me about the Surviving Wiley hashtag. But I guess until next time, thank you guys for all the support that you guys give me. I appreciate it so much. It means a lot.
yeah, I'm gonna say that's messed up that people feel like they can't have their own mind and they gotta follow behind other people, and that's just period.
That's on that. Yep, that on that. All right, y'all. Peace.